Ah, the world arc, huh? Next thing you know, I'm over there getting blown up. Which I'm not. I'm also still cloaked, thank God. No, those just Federation ships. But this thing is cool. It does have two massive entropic disintegrator mounts by the looks on it. It's got a construction beam by the looks as well. It's got a ton of smaller entropic disintegrator mounts. Let's see what I can see on the tactical camera. Now if I... So we do have smaller mounts. Where's the big mount? The big mount's over here. That's not a big mount. That's a triple mount is what it is. Okay, what do we got in the front here then? It's stopped doing its building. Okay. Since I am in this mode of look, I can do this. Interesting. So it's got 3 beams it could run, or is that just one beam through 3 different laser sites? Here's its massive 0-point singularity. To run it, there's a bunch of smaller hangars on top, probably for Domovics, or for their living quarter ships. Since this is a World Arc class, we have the engines, massive that they are. We don't want to look inside the ship, come on. Beautiful engines. This is back here's the little, you know, sun is right there. So it's going to be hard to see the bottom of the ship. But we can get a great look at the top and most of the sides of the ship. Okay. So most of the ship is just it being large. There's a bunch of like ports here to make it seem, because it's a world arc class ship. There's a bunch of different ports here making it seem to be a little bit. Okay, so I am just getting away from the structure more. It makes it seem a little bit more grand, I guess you could say. It's speculated to be incorporated a Triglavian conduit gate, which through additional forces from Abyss Dead Space can flow. Yes, I'm guessing if it does get attacked, it can bring down its gate and then launch. But the shield on this thing is massive. I love the symbol it has too. It's really cool. Yep. Welcome. It's a pretty good ship, huh? Something huge. This thing doesn't look to be it looks to be what it would be if this was ever introduced into being something to kill, because I don't see anything to do with like it being able to take damage. It's like a tank. It's meant to go in and then draw attention and then get shot. It's not meant to shoot and kill things. It's got a bunch of different, like, each of these spots here could be 3 dreadnought size entropic disintegrators. If you want a full look at it here in a second. There you go. That's the full look at it. In fact, because I can, that is the full look. Looks pretty good, huh? It only took me, 20 minutes to get here. And we can hazard to guess to say the arc arrived when downtime ended, so at about 11 o'clock. Someone reported at like 11:20 that they saw it though, so maybe it spawned at 11:20 so we can see it for a bit longer. Maybe it didn't. We don't know. I don't know, sorry. It's not that we don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think anyone knows right now. In fact, people are like freaking out on the Discord about it. Am I still safe? I am. Is there anyone else in the system? Not by the looks. No, there's people probably in here. We just pop it up. No, there aren't. Wow. They're all probably cloaked. The thing is right now, though, is with the sun, right? You can see all of this very nicely until you get to here. And then it's all blocked off. But then you can see the rest of the ship very, very nicely. Uh, and something that's really cool with the World Arc, by the looks, is there's a bunch of, like, frigate launching bays right here. So if it is like a super carrier, but it's like the super carrier. World Arc, it's meant to carry a world of worth of people, which I can see this thing carrying like a continent worth of people. You could probably have 1 billion people in this ship, at least. Just like Keepstars, basically. It's basically just a flying Keepstar, is what it is. If you think about it, those the giant arcs or the giant complexes on the Keepstar are just the wings to the ship. Which would also make sense as to why the guns are only in the middle here. Like, there's, as soon as you get to these bays here, there's no guns whatsoever. Like, none of this is weaponry. The weaponry is just here, and then back towards the center of the ship here. We don't want to go in. Let's look inside the ship. Yep, it just shows the bays and stuff. But yeah, there's the triple mounts here, which are probably the dreadnought sized. And there's 6 of them on the entirety of the ship. And then we have triple mounts here, which are probably the battleship size. They look a little smaller. And then we got mounts all over, which could be the battleship or the battle cruiser size, and they're all over they're just all over the center of the ship here, like and we got this strip, this strip. I don't know what these are. These might be the armor repairers of the Triglavian faction. That's what these might be. I don't know. I don't know. It could be. It probably isn't, but it could be. That's probably just made look pretty cool. But we already know that they have at least, what is it, 3, 6, 12, and then the strips. 16! They already have 16 guns. It could only be 8, or it could only be, you know, or no, they have, yeah, 3, 6, 9, 18. I'm off by 2 somehow. We could have only 3, 6. We could only have only 9, because if something's like really flat to this side, this right over here, this strip can't shoot across this to this side. Not to mention, if they wanted the same firepower on the bottom, they would have to do something really, really interesting with how the bottom looks, which we can't see right now because of the stun. And the ship may look red, but that's because of the star. We're at. Not to mention, I did a quick little a quick little alley-oop through here in F9. They split this into 3 when they have to use the gate. They split this into 3 when they have to use their gate at the bottom to bring in more troops and stuff. At which this is exactly what it uses it right here. This thing right here is what splits the power source into the 3 arcs, and these go down and then do the gate. This is a weird way to control your camera. Yeah, these things right here. Because this splits off the ship and goes down. Like, goes down like this, and then you have your triangle of teleportation. And that's not a mouthful, but it does sound pretty cool. And then we have up front here, there were more guns on the front. Okay, so where are the mounts on the bottom of the ship then? Because if I can see the guns on the front, I should be able to see them on the bottom as well. Unless there's none on the bottom because of the warp-in gates. I wouldn't be surprised about that, though. If there was none on the bottom because of the warp-in. That or they're back here and they're not gonna, you know, have that red light saying this is exactly where we are. Sort of stuff. I also don't get what this is. Is this like a super weapon or something on the, ship or something? But, yeah. Anyways. We have the station being instructed into tier 2. So we had the base station, I guess this would be, we had the tier 0 station, now we have this tier 1 station. We're getting closer to the, and we're in the second liminality. So, this is the second liminality station. Because we have to get to the first for it to have the station, then we get to the second and it's this. I think there's people in system now? No. Also, something good to note. If you have negative rep with the trigs, don't ever come into a site with this. If you look at it, and this is, you know, this is being nice to you. There are, at the ends of the tips of each of the 3 struts, there's 3 guns. 3 probably, massive entropic disintegrators. I was trying to think, they might be, or, ultra tidal, sorry. They might even be the dreadnought version, the capital ultra tidal, or the capital entropic disintegrator. That's on this. But it has 6 of them. It has 3 of them in case there's some weird angles on its guns. But there's 6 in total that it shoots. And you can't just be like, alright, well, you know, it's going to look at me, right? No, it doesn't look at you. It just kind of shoots you from either way. It doesn't matter if you're looking at it or not. Or if it's looking at you or not. It just shoots you from either way. And then the transmuter itself. Cat, left the desk. I know that's the way you get attention, but no. They did a post talking about how these corners here are the, like, they take whatever that is. And I could see that if it was using the corner. But anyway, back to the main attraction that we're supposed to be looking at. The world ship. I'm going to quick check to make sure I'm still cloaked, because I get bumped by a trig rat. But yeah, the ship itself may look red, but that's just because of that. It is a nice bright white, as you can see farther away. Well, not bright white, but you know how normal things look like in this game. Gray to green. Not blue. Glad it's not blue. All of the other ones are actually, this is a green ship. All of the other Triglavian ships are a bit of a shade of green. I wonder why. Why would they shade their ships green? If there was like a patch of like white or something, I could tell if it wasn't green or not. But because it looks like a red shade. But that's because of the sun. What's the in-game Eve time? 2 minutes. We have technically 2 minutes before it decides to just up and warp out. And what I'm gonna quick do is adjust sounds, so I don't want any world sounds. I want only world sounds. Sure. I need to turn sounds up so you can actually hear what's happening. My bad. Alright, yeah. So now you can actually hear what's happening. So if I zoom in, ignore the battle that's going on over there. If I zoom in, you can actually hear the reactor. That's cool. But the one thing I was trying to look at is could I hear the beam is what I was trying to look at, but you know, I'm not gonna, with whatever's going on over here, I'm not gonna, you know, get a break. How many enemies is it? I just have to check. That's a sizable fleet. I like how the World Arc just doesn't care. How are the Trigs doing? Oh, they're not good. This is one of their haulers. So they actually have a fairly small fleet against a fairly decent Federal Navy fleet. Let's put that in chat for them so they know. Trig fleet got wiped. And there are more Edencom ships warping in. Oh well. I was trying to see when this is gonna. Oh, there is even a Strasboza coming. Is it coming towards this? Hold on a minute. Is this a Strasboza coming towards the World Arc? No. He might have been, but that was just because he was trying to turn into a different way. How is the, so this is the, Locust, as well, for those who don't know. That's a dead Megathron. This is also what I was talking about. Here's your war post. Six entropic guns. It pretty much nukes whatever it shoots at. Of course, you know, this could probably nuke whatever it's shot at way easier. It's probably got Titan level weapons on it, in terms of damage at least. Maybe when it's fully ramped up though. This could be like a Titan that's tankier than a Titan. And you don't have damage until you've gone throughout, like, you know, 10-20 minutes of battle. So and you can only have maybe one in system. That would be a cool way. You could have like one or two in system, so you could war it. It'd be a fun ship to have. Oh, I pressed a button. Please don't tell me. Okay, I didn't mess anything up. I just quick check in case I click. Okay, I'm paying attention. This would be one of the war post is gone. Sure glad I'm cloaked. Holy shite. I love that symbol though. It's the Triglavian symbol. Oh, he's dead. Oh. Holy moly. Are they trying to deliver something? Are they trying to deliver stuff to the World Ark? That would be interesting. Why is this guy trying to get over the World Ark? Uh... Uh... Huh. I don't know what happened there, but something happened. Also, I wonder why they don't like don't put anything on these turrets. Like, where's the equips they could have? Do they not feel threatened, so they just keep it in like a safeguard mode? Also, their fleet's getting wiped. That is a screenshot. That's screenshot worthy right there. That is beautiful. And I will screenshot it. That is worth a screenshot and probably a half. Now everyone's wondering what's going on with the transmuters, because there's another stage what we have. Oh, what happened earlier, the other, transmuter we had was, right here. It said Zordaz on it, so it said it had the World Ark ship's name on it, actually plastered, like it was in, Triglavian lettering. But, for right now, if there wasn't fighting, I'm just gonna, mute myself and let this kind of like show off the cool parts of this. Like, I'm just gonna do some zoom arounds it and stuff. Might as well be a little quiet while looking at it, right? You know, make it seem good. Even though the zoom arounds I'm gonna do horrible at. Most likely. So, here you go. That, if you're talking about the giant red thing that just kind of scared me because I wasn't expecting it, even though I should have been because we're right on time for it to about to leave, was the warp sequence of it returning to the abyss. So yeah, the world arc has left. That was that actually you came in right now to the arc imploding. It wasn't imploding. That's its warp sequence. The singularity inside of it devours the entire ship of sorts, pulls it into the singularity, because the singularity originated from Dead Space. That's what it looked like when it did it in Rauravas. Yes. However, Rauravas has the full array. Like this isn't the full array in Rauravas or in Vale here. I'll bring up the full array in a second here. I can just quick do the image. But first I'm gonna stop the recording. I gotta split it.